I haven't had a drop of alcohol since Friday though.
You're transitioning, as they say.
Yeah. So I don't know how people do it. I don't know how because this is rough.
What? Transitioning?
To not drink.
Yes, that too.
Hello, and thank you very much for downloading this most recent episode of Movie Guys Podcast. You can download many more episodes at movieguyspodcast.podbean.com.
Well, just like it starts, it ends quick. This is the last episode of our buddy retrospective. This has been a short year. Today we're talking about Nice Guys. Eric, how the hell are you doing?
I am very excited to talk about Nice Guys because I think this one was my recommendation, whereas you started off with another Shane Black movie at the beginning of the year.
Yes, Lethal Weapon. So this is Shane Black is a name for me by the time this movie comes out.
Well, sure. He's been in a lot, he's written a lot, and he's done a lot.
Yes, but if the funny thing is that I have the same love for him as you just made a statement about with all the things that he's done. So then I went back and looked at some of his IMDb cred, and I don't like a lot of his stuff.
Really?
So no, it's a lot of his stuff is just absolutely horrid. The movies that he directs.
Okay, so name a few because there are also some that I think are pretty good. Now you're saying directing or like writing
No,
or
director.
or acting.
So like for one, the movie after this, he did The Predator, which he hasn't made a movie since. Just so you know, the third Predator movie. I'm sorry, that was the fourth Predator movie because Predators was the third one.
Right.
So he did The Predator, terrible movie. Um, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. I like Kiss Kiss.
It's a cult classic.
What else is he? Kiss Kiss Bang Bang wasn't his. Was Kiss Kiss Bang Bang his first directorial debut?
That's what it says here because he's more known as a character or writer, right? As a
Okay, that's what I'm
screenplay.
gonna say because his resume is actually pretty good when it comes to directing.
Well, when it comes to writing, you mean? As far as directing.
Yeah, like yeah, he wrote the Lethal Weapon TV show. No,
He wrote Lethal Weapon, the movie.
yeah,
He
but
wrote. He did The Last Boy Scout, right? Screenplay, The Last Boy Scout. He did The Monster
Last
Squad.
Action, Monster Squad. Okay,
Yeah.
so what is it that I saw that I did
Long
not
Kiss
like him do?
Goodnight.
He had to do something. Maybe it's just him. Because here I
Iron
am.
Man 3, maybe. Is that something that?
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
Yeah,
So I
sure.
was wrong. I was mistaken. I guess I was looking up other stuff that he was doing because I was like, oh, I don't like that. I don't like that. But okay,
We'll see how
well,
it goes when they do Lethal Weapon 5. If your opinion changes.
if what changes?
When they do Lethal Weapon 5,
Yeah,
directed by Mel Gibson.
they're not doing Lethal Weapon 5. It's not happening.
Oh, okay. You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. It's happening. Lethal Weapon 5, director Mel Gibson, written by Shane Black and Richard Wenk. Yes.
They're not. Stop it. Because
That's
it's
what
not gonna be good.
IMDb says.
Ugh, I don't like that.
Well, of course you don't. They're gonna beat everything to death, and that's just another franchise that they're just gonna keep on going.
Yeah, I guess you're right. So Shane Black is a name, right? Shane Black did Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, and I really did like that movie. It got me into who Shane Black was. I say it's probably his best or second best. What do you think? Did Kiss Kiss Bang Bang really do it for you?
I enjoy Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, but I would say that that's more of a cult movie than it is a generally like well received movie, and that's fine. Whereas something like Lethal Weapon, I think, is more known just because in the time when it was done, late '80s, that buddy cop was really that duos in the movies were just taking over, and so it hit while the iron was hot, and it seemed to not really capture so much of it in the later on when it was like Last Action Hero or Lethal Weapon 4. Geez, when he kept on going. But I think Kiss Kiss Bang Bang is for the same people who liked Long Kiss Goodnight but wanted maybe a little bit more of a comedy to it because that's a lot of Shane Black, where it's this back and forth. It's a banter, right, between characters, and I think the reason why he's so liked for those movies is just because the banter talks over each other. In movies, oftentimes you have character A saying the line, stopping, character B says the line, stopping, and then that's how the dialogue works. Where in a lot of his movies, the ones that I had just mentioned, and this one, The Nice Guys, people talk over each other. People interrupt each other all the time. That's natural. And I think that we, as the audience, can still understand what's going on, even though everything is said at once.
So then, after, in your opinion, the success or failure of Iron Man 3, his next big project is going to be Nice Guys. Is this something you're looking forward to? Did Eric go see this in the theaters?
I didn't hear about this until after it came out, and that's only because when it came out into theaters, I don't think it was too. It didn't have a big run, but hold on, let me take a look here because I think it did make its money. Back not much. Here we go. Budget was 50 million estimated. Opening weekend is around 11 or a little bit over 11 million, which is not strong for an opening weekend, but good enough, right? It's got some momentum, but
You would think the star power.
yeah, but I would also. You're right. I think the star power is with Ryan Gosling being a big hot actor. Russell Crowe, obviously, we know his filmography and maybe some side characters that were all in this movie as well too, and then just the name itself, Shane Black. But I think PR failed on this one. By the way, worldwide gross was 70 million, so it just went over, which means it probably didn't make much. And this was in the age of streaming too, so they didn't get much kickback from DVDs. So it probably, if it didn't make its money, it probably lost a bit.
I'm figuring out what movies came out in May um, when this came out because I'm thinking maybe it lost competition to something in 2016, May of 16.
Yep.
Neighbors 2,
Okay, a
Money
comedy.
Monster.
Okay.
Let's see here. Just curious. There you go. That's where I lost it. Captain America Civil War.
Ah, okay, yeah. I was gonna say maybe a Marvel movie, huh?
Yeah, that. Jungle Book beat it. X-Men Apocalypse, Neighbors 2, so forth. It was number 9 in the overall box office.
Yeah. So in that age, you got people going to see more family oriented. Bring the people rather. Nice Guys. I feel like this is not a good date movie. This is basically what you bring your dad to.
This is so bring your dad movie, right? Like this Taken, right? Like was it Equalizer?
Yeah, basically the guys who liked the buddy cop stuff in the 80s are
Hmm.
going to continue to watch it here in 2016, yeah, 30 years later.
Yeah, yes, 100%. I'm so happy you said that because I think that's going to be a new movie guyism. I guess that's a word. Where yes, like this is movie guyism. Like I love it.
Yeah. Keep on coming up with new ones, but that's definitely what this is. Is a dad movie.
It's so a dad movie.
Hey, we're dads.
We're dads, so that's why we like this movie. Both Private Eyes, Ryan Gosling.
Not
This is
both
where
private eyes. Ryan Gosling is a private eye,
oh, that's right.
and Russell Crowe is muscle for hire.
That well, yeah, but he's a private eye though, right? I
He
mean,
is not. He is a muscle for hire. He is told when and where, and then he goes and says, "Stop that," or beats him up. He says, basically, if you need someone to get a message across,
mhm.
then that's just it. He's not searching for people. He has some intuition, right? But nothing like a PI would. He is muscle. He is hired gun.
I'm sorry, you corrected me.
Hey, I've seen this movie a few different times. That I'll show my hand early that I do enjoy this movie. And you know what? As I've been researching and doing it, apparently the guys who made this movie, uh, the cast and the crew, they all said they enjoyed this movie too. Russell Crowe said that there were only two movies that he would really enjoy doing sequels to. This is one of them. Can you guess the other?
Gladiator.
No, L.A. Confidential,
Oh,
which is kind of fun because that movie also stars Kim Basinger,
right.
who's in this movie.
Hmm.
So, just
Hmm.
saying. Maybe
I'm just thinking. Kim
maybe it's a
Basinger.
kiss.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a Kim Basinger effect.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to Michael Keaton. Yes, okay, so Ryan Gosling's the PI. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Why don't you take it over?
Apology accepted.
Why don't you take it over? I haven't seen this movie in a couple of days. What happens?
The movie just basically opens up with in 1977 with a young kid just kind of sneaking into his dad's room, grabbing a porno mag, and looking at Misty Mountains, a up and coming film star or what have you. And then as he's going through the magazine, suddenly a car runs through the house, and it happens to be Misty Mountains, who's on her way out. She's dying. She looks at the boy and she says, "How do you like my car, baby?" That does mean something later on, which we find out, and then she dies. We get the introduction to the two main characters, Jackson Healy, played by Russell Crowe, and Holland Marge, played by Ryan Gosling. I think Russell Crowe first, right? That he is basically just a muscle for hire, and he's just out doing a job. And then Ryan Gosling, who's paid to find somebody, or just basically he's a PI who's
Yeah.
not afraid to take money or advantage from people who don't know what the hell they're looking for. I think we get the introduction. He's trying to get hired or getting hired from this old lady who says that she can't find her husband after the funeral, which then we find out
Yeah.
is after his own funeral.
Yes.
I can't seem to find my husband. He went missing after the funeral. Yeah, and it's like looks
Uh,
over and he sees the urn on the mantle. It's like, right, well, I'll get started right away, miss.
yes. That kind of slimy. Slimy is the word. That kind of slimy character I like when Gosling plays these roles.
Yeah, he's one of these. Yeah, I'd say he's. I don't know. Slime is a weird thing because he still is respectful at the same part. It's an interesting character. It's like a
Well,
criminal with a code.
yeah, but it's also kind of a real, right? Because
Unlawful good,
yeah, because I
is
mean,
that
I
the
mean, I
spectrum
mean,
there?
who's he hurting?
Yeah. Well, I would imagine the lady who's paying him.
But it can't be much, and she's already 1 foot out the door.
Yeah, you're right. The denial isn't helping anybody out, so you might as well take what you can get.
I find him being the most realistic because just like us, they're conflicted. There's gray in them, right? So, I mean, yeah, I don't want to take this old lady's money. That's not a cool thing. But I don't want to pay the electric bill this month.
Yeah, but what am I gonna do? She wrote me a check and it had my name on it. Can't just tear it up.
You can't do that at all. Misty Mountains, greatest porn star name for a fake movie in the same category as Dirk Diggler. Yes or no?
It's right up there with the '70s names, of course.
Yes, I was thinking about that because it got me. Because I saw um, Boogie Nights, in college, right?
Hmm.
So afterwards, because Google just came up, so I would Google or ask Jeeves, Dirk Diggler, and it's like, there's no such person. I thought it was a real when I first saw the movie.
Oh, of
I
course.
didn't know. I didn't know. So Dirk Diggler and then Misty Mountains reminded me of that. Sorry.
Oh, of course you did, and I'm sure that name was taken or variations of it soon after, just like Misty Mountains. I'm sure it was too.
Yes. God, I love that name. What happens next?
After the introduction of both of them, well, we find that coincidentally, their next job kind of crosses each other's path. Right, there is a girl named Amelia, played by who's that? Margot Qualley, the another nepo
Sure.
baby,
Whatever you're saying. Yeah, I agree.
who she was in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
I don't know what a nepo baby is.
You don't know what a nepo baby is, Jordan?
Nope.
It's a nepotism hire. It's somebody whose family is in the business, and they got to be where they are strictly through the connections of their family. Her mother is Andy McDowell.
So is that another term for silver spoon in their mouth?
Yeah, it basically means that there was probably a one point when she was a teenager, and she's like, "Mommy, I want to be an actress," and it's like, "Okay, well, let mommy make a phone call," kind of a thing, and that she got put in. I remember one of my first exposures to nepo babies was Kelly Osbourne. Remember when she had that album?
Yeah, which did Papa Don't Preach.
Yeah, Papa Don't Preach. And I can just see her after the Osbournes TV show where she's like, "Daddy, I want to be a rock star." And okay, baby. Yeah, sorry, my impressions are getting better
Yeah.
every episode there.
Well,
But
now she's really thin and has a talk show now, right?
in right in the shadow of Sharon, her mom, right? But yeah, there's a Hollywood is being taken over by nepotism. I would say most every big actor now has a kid who's hitting their 20s or if not kind of close to, and a lot of actors and actresses now are really getting the shoe in or the open door from one of their parents.
Oh, thank you for the education. I did not know that.
The who was another there's a knot you could probably say a whole bunch of them, but I remember that who was it Dennis Quaid's kid who was in The Boys, yeah, and he was one of the few that actually acknowledged that, like, yeah, I've been privileged and I plan to work for it, whereas all the other nepo kids are just like, no, I didn't get any connection, I did this through my hard work. It's just like, no, you didn't. I
No,
saw the movie. It's no, you're a bad actor.
your dad's Will Smith.
Colin Hanks is another one. Even though, again, there are a few parts where you have to earn it, but some people like Dakota Johnson just haven't because they're bad actors. Which one of your favorite movie series, 50 Shades, kind of proves that, right?
I thought you loved 50 Shades
Uh huh. Did you really think I loved 50 Shades of Grey?
enough to where you wanted to see the sequel.
I did not want to see the sequel.
You got, come on, you got to see 50 Shades Darker. Anyway,
The movie was bad enough, and then on top of that, I had to see Dakota Johnson's acting. You wonder why Madam Web was so awful? It wasn't just because Sony made the script.
oh yeah, just like the other movie, like what was it? Jared Leto's Man Bat,
Morbius.
Morbius, Man Bat, Morbius, Tomato, Tomato.
But yeah, again, nepotism kind of isn't. Anyway, getting back
Yeah, we're
into this.
completely off track.
Amelia is the character, and they Healy and March have crossed paths where March, Ryan Gosling character, was hired to locate Amelia because the old lady with the Coke bottle glasses, who we introduced later, says that she's looking for her, or like the aunt is looking for her, something like that. And Healy is hired by Amelia to scare away the people who are looking for her,
Okay.
which he finds is March, one of the people.
Which is again a scene that I will never forget. Right? There's a couple of scenes that make me not forget. It's the arm breaking scene.
It's the heartbreaking scene. So the first time that these two encounter each other is when Healy goes to March's house and just punches in the door. Well, he just knocks, and then just knocks March on cold and basically just beating him and says, "Hey, whoever you're looking for, stop." That's
Yeah,
it.
just knock it off. And
Now I gotta
Ryan
break your arm.
Gosling, because Ryan Gosling wouldn't listen. Yeah, now that's the thing. So I don't know how I would react in that situation because that's why I keep on laughing. Like there'll be moments when you're laying on your stomach and you're like, okay, I think I can crawl to get the gun, but don't be the hero. When they say stay down, just stay down. His arm would not have been broken, and everything would have been fine.
Yeah, but the same part too. I think he finds out later that well, why? Right? He's working a case. He's trying to. He says, I'm not even looking for Amelia."
And what is he bites an apple too after he breaks his? Oh, the scream! Ryan Gosling scream.
I think the partnership or these two really make the movie for me. Story aside, it's really just how these two work well with each other. They're not complete opposites like we've seen in other movies. They're just enough different and yet same to where it works.
Yeah, but Gosling's obviously playing obvious of the straight man with Russell Crowe,
I would
right? I
say
mean,
that it's not
opposite.
necessarily. You're right, but I would say that it's not so much that or so much of where it's like goofball and like straight character as much as it's like left brain, right brain, where
Mhm.
they both have the same kind of code. They both are on the same page and they both are able to work well, but there's not one that really strays far off from the other, and they both kind of get there. And I get that they're not complete opposites. You could find that in this movie though. Like one likes to drink, the other one doesn't, right? One is a PI and actually has a detective or an investigator intuition, whereas the other one just kind of kicks down the door and punches and gets the answers that way. I guess it's like a good cop, bad cop in a way.
Um, you think?
I don't want to
Yes,
say
right, right,
they're
right.
too
Because
they're not too much of a caricatures.
well, like okay, so when Ryan Gosling cuts himself in the glass, you and I talked about that off air. Like that was before a lot of stuff, right?
Yeah, that was in the intro. I think something like that, as funny as that is, kind of shows that he is a better detective than he is kind of,
A, a thief.
yeah, a muscle.
Right. Well, and that's what I was getting at is that, I mean, because of scenes like that, then Shane Black saying that this guy's a goofball. So that's
He can
why,
connect the dots, or maybe that his daughter Holly can connect the dots for him a little bit better. But he still can connect the dots, whereas Healy can punch those dots, and
okay,
I think that kind of works.
fair enough. Okay. All right. So what happens next? This is where they go, don't they go to that outside pool party, right? Up in the hills? Was that later?
Yeah. Well, well, you forget the bowling alley scene, I guess, where
Okay.
they get together. They find that uh, I think it was actually before that. What brought them together was because Healy was done thinking that, all right, well, I intimidated March, and that's no problem. And he goes to his place above the comedy store nightclub. This is in L.A., by the way, everybody. And that's where we get to meet the two thugs who are waiting for him, and
Right.
they are the ones looking for Amelia. And
Why?
we find out later on that they are basically the crime kind of part. They are the thugs hired by, is it Kim Basinger, basically, and kind of her group, or the Detroit crew, the automotive, because the whole basis of this is that, and we find out later that there's a car show that's coming to L.A. and I guess the Detroit group, I guess as they call it, this kind of corporation crime group, if we can kind of get there, has really suppressed this information that a catalytic converter could it doesn't pollute as much as they think it does, or really like suppressed information, kind of making that their cars are really really bad for the environment. And some hippie kids thought that it would be a good way to get this information, but they don't know how to reveal this information, and so they make an art film, a porno, with all
Right.
the
And that
information in it.
Misty Mountains.
Yes, Misty Mountains is in, and the movie is called Highlight My Car, Big Boy.
Yes.
So this was revealed because Amelia, who is the daughter of Kim Basinger, found out all this stuff, found out that her mom is knows this information, is withholding the information, and letting them pollute the environment, and she's an activist. And yeah, I'm cutting ahead, obviously, to
Right, right, right. But
kind
that's
of,
the main crux.
but
That's
that's
why.
the main thing. And so we don't find this out, but basically these two are taking the entire rest of the movie to figure all of this out, and the hijinks that ensue. Anyway, Healy goes home. He's jumped by the two guys. Keith David, of course, we see who I think Keith David and Russell Crowe had worked again with each other, right?
Keith David?
Keith David?
Yeah, Keith David.
Keith David.
Yeah, I know Keith David.
Of course you do. Yeah, I'm trying to think what movie that they were in. Uh, oh goodness. I'm gonna have to scroll down. Anyway, and they kind of have a little episode there, kind of rough him up a little bit. One of the guys opens up a money bag, gets the blue dye shot in his face, and is there now known as Blueface for the rest of the movie.
Yes.
So, yeah, and because of this, Healy is curious as to why they would go through all this effort to find Amelia. So he goes back to March, finds him in the bowling alley while he's on the John there, and offers his services to say, all right, hey, listen, something's going on here. These people came to me, threatened me. I want to know why. What do you know? And from there on, they work together.
And they become partners in crime, buddies, if you will, to find out what's going on with Miss Kim Basinger. Basinger.
Basinger?
Basinger.
Yeah. Listen, we have a pretty good job of ruining last names in this movie. What name did I ruin last time? Carrie Elwes. Yes, Carrie Elwes.
Who was it? Princess Bride?
Yeah. I think it was.
I thought it was I thought it was Eagles.
No, we screwed that one up. We did. We did what my parents were doing 20 years ago. Oh, you know that guy.
Yeah, the guy with the thing, last name Smith.
He was in the movie, the tornado movie.
Yeah. He was. Is this? Why does this deserve to be in a buddy comedy? I mean, like this. This is probably high up there for me for buddy films, if you will. I mean, this is probably number 2, number 3, right? Out of the scheme of things.
I would think that it's more of the time, right? A lot of the buddy movies were kind of the 80s, maybe even a little bit of the 90s, whereas this is recent. This is 2016.
Okay.
So this is a buddy comedy that's continuing on.
Well, what I'm saying is that, I mean, it's still the same formula, though.
Yes, for the most part.
Right? So we're in between, because after they go to the bowling alley, this is where, again, the scene that I'm remembering a lot is the pool scene. This is where the daughter gets kidnapped.
So they go to, because March, Ryan Gosling knows that, I know where she's at. She's at her protest group. Go to the protest group. She's not there. They bribe a guy in the protest group who we find out later, Chet, who's a projectionist.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, I'll tell you where she is or where she should be. And goes to her boyfriend Dean's house, which they find is burnt down.
Of course.
Conveniently. Oh, it just happened.
Mm-hmm.
And then they learned that they filmed a porno there because some neighborhood kid who drove by because he has a big penis. And again, everyone, that's what he says, not me, says repeatedly in this movie. And then they find that the director of that movie was, they find out who the director is.
Okay.
They made a call to try to find the director. They found out he was having a party. So then they go to that party.
They go to the pool party, and this is where Ryan Gosling's daughter is the brains of the operation, I would feel, right?
Yeah.
She knows all.
Yeah. Holly March, which we've seen her a few times as well, too. She's in the new Mean Girls movie. I know how much you love that one, the musical. But other than that, she was in Spider-Man. The new Spider-Man.
Oh, so we've seen the other ones, so this is her golden headphones.
Yeah, we've seen all the Spider-Man series, right? The Spider-Man series. Homecoming, No Way Home.
Yep. Far From Home, I think.
Far From Home.
Yep.
Have we done all three of them?
Yeah.
All right, then. Well, yeah, she got her golden headphones in the third one, then.
She did. Sorry, we will put them in the mail.
Yep. Oh, geez, I can't pronounce her name. How do you pronounce that?
Oh,
Angori Rice. Yep.
Magnolia and Rice.
Yeah, yeah, that's close enough, Jordan.
That's what I heard you say. That's what I heard.
Angry Rice.
No,
Uh,
Manchurian rice.
it doesn't matter. She's Australian.
Oh, is she Australian? So one of the things that I thought that was funny in the pool scene is that nobody's paying attention to the guys with the guns, meaning Russell Crowe and Ryan Gosling, right? No, they don't have their guns out. Well, Russell Crowe does, I think.
There's a few people with guns in the party that we find later.
Yeah, I know, but they have it though when they're running. Like nobody's moving. They're just getting completely ran over by these two.
You talking
You
about
know,
later on?
like in the pool party scene where they go to the place to the house, and that's when his daughter gets kidnapped.
Okay, so that's like later on. So yeah, they go investigate in the house. Healy, Russell Crowe, is actually trying to do more detective work and snoop around and like look around and stuff. Which he finds like the wardrobe
Hmm.
of Misty Mountains in a movie and realizes that it's a movie. Whereas March is just getting drunk and flirting,
Right.
going after mermaids, and he talks to a Native American lady or a woman dressed up in a headdress, and he gets drunk. He flips over accidentally the back of the balcony, falls down a hill, and there, by accident, he finds a dead Sid Shattuck, who's the director of the movie and owner of the house, and he also finds Amelia, who runs away.
So somebody killed him.
Dun dun dun. Yep, somebody killed him.
Do we know who killed him?
Not right away, no.
Okay, we
And I
find
don't
out.
think we really know who, but we just know that he's dead, and Amelia was there running away.
Okay. So
So,
who's after Amelia? The Detroit people.
yeah, Blueface and Keith David,
They're after her.
who are finds out we are later on that are at this party, and that's when they start to little roughhouse. That's the gun, and that's when they find that when they run away because Holly was at the party. That um, yeah, he
So
mistake.
their plot is stupid though, right? So Olivia is this activist, and she knows that this. What'd you say they were doing?
Amelia is an activist.
Amelia's an activist, and then what's the car company doing?
Jordan, did you see this movie?
I did. I did. I'm not going to lie to you at all. I'm not going to lie to you. So we're recording on a Sunday. We were supposed to record on Thursday. Nobody's fault. Didn't happen. The last time I saw this movie was Monday.
Okay.
So I haven't got I saw it on Monday. We're recording almost a week later, and I forgot a lot.
These
It's been a
activists, who are also the daughter to Kim Basinger, who's what, like the chief of something
right, but you were saying that there's
Justice
something
Department.
right, but didn't you?
That yes, they are withholding information about the catalytic converters polluting the air to their cars.
Right. So why not? So why kill her at all, Olivia? Because other activists are probably going to find this,
I
right?
don't
I
know
mean,
who Olivia. You mean Amelia?
Amelia, yes.
Okay. Why kill her at all?
Yeah, because I mean, like she's probably told how many other people about this already, right?
Yeah, but who's
And there's
who's
other.
gonna believe her? You can go anywhere and just say, "Hey, I got information." Say, "Oh, okay. Well, do you have evidence?" Well, no, I don't. The only evidence that she had was in a movie, and the people who were trying to prevent that have gone through lengths to either kill people or burn a house down where they thought the movie was in to try
Uh-huh.
to get that movie,
Right,
or at least just destroy that movie. But we find
I'm
out later through hinting the entire movie is that Ryan Gosling, March, has also taken another client, Miss Glenn, who says that is Misty Mountain's aunt. She's hired Ryan Gosling to look for her niece, Misty Mountains, because she says, "I swear I saw her. I saw her 2 days ago." I was like, "Well, Miss Glenn, but she died 3 days ago." It's like, I know what I saw. I saw her alive 2 days ago. She was wearing this, and she was at a table in that house right there. And it's like, okay, well, that doesn't mean anything. But then we find later on in the movie that it's because she saw the film. There's a second copy of the film that exists. And so she didn't see Misty Mountains, her niece, alive and well. She saw a projection on the wall and assumed it was her niece alive and well.
Ah, dot dot dot. But you see how this plot's stupid, though. Meaning, again, I mean,
I feel like it's a pretty good plot. I feel like you just are very lost on what's going on in here.
No, I'm not lost. No, I know exactly what's going on. You're saying that not the car company itself, right? But there's a part in it that's not going to be good for the environment. So you have these group of activists that like make a porno and they tell what's going on in the porno essentially, and these
Yes,
people are being killed for it. I just find it kind of funny that, I mean, like, who's killing these people? Is it the government? Is it just a who's killing these people?
it is apparently going to be the Detroit group, which again, they're not named by name. You can't say, "Oh, it's Ford." Ford's going after and killing everybody because obviously you can't do that in this movie.
Mhm.
They're just calling the Detroit group. So obviously the big three are car companies and have paid off the Justice Department, and it's a big kind of a swamp, obviously, where money's been paid off and invested into this and that, where the Justice Department, is just kind of letting them, right? It just like, hey, listen, just do your thing, just don't get caught, clean up your mess, and we won't prosecute. So
Mhm.
I would assume I'm guessing it's Blueface and Keith David as the thugs and whoever else. We find Matt Bomer later on in the movie, John or whatever his name is, John Boy, to come in to clean it all up. They are coming in to clean up the mess.
Gotcha. So then one of the Justice Department, maybe the bad guys then that are going after everybody instead of alleged Ford.
They're just greased, right? Like they're just paid to buy the big three to be like, hey, listen, if anything happens regarding this or that, here's some money that just make that go away or ignore that. That's what's
Okay.
happening.
I just find it funny because it kind of reminds me of like Unfrosted. We reviewed that earlier summer of this evil corporation killing people. I just find it kind of fun.
I mean, it's not like any other movie, right? Where there's
Others,
a
other,
mafia group or an evil corporation or a syndicate or whatever that there's some information that's been leaked or the person knows something that they're not supposed to, and everyone's trying to hire or they're trying to hire people to go kill that one person.
yeah, but it's not like Walmart's hiring somebody to go kill somebody. That's what I'm trying to say. Because it's a car company. It's Ford, right? I mean that
What do
they
you bring that
can't, they
up? Because
can't.
didn't you say an alien that Walmart purchased?
Yeah,
And they weren't they kind of killing things to
it
keep
was a
things a
deleted.
secret?
It was a deleted scene,
Oh,
wasn't
excuse
it?
me. Yeah. So
What?
makes sense in that movie, but not this one. Of
It
course, you're
was
right.
deleted. It was deleted. I'm just saying it's funny.
I think
Which I'm
that's
not saying it's bad.
the other part of this movie is that there's these two guys who don't really want to be a part of this, but again, their intuition takes them deeper down this rabbit hole that they don't want to be a part of, and they just keep on going and going. And as much as they don't want to do it, they know that they need to do the right thing, mainly because they get called out by Holly a lot. Just like, you guys are kind of garbage people, and they want to improve because it's slightly hinted that their past lives were not the greatest, right? Where Healy was cheated on by his wife cheated on him with his dad, and he obviously holds that as a grudge, and he became a very dark person because of that in life. And there was that moment in the diner they talked about where some guy in L.A. held up a diner with a shotgun, and he was just didn't know what hell came over him, but he wanted to help, and so he did. He ended up getting shot in the arm for it, but he became a national hero for a little bit, and it felt good to do the right thing, and so that's his inspiration to want to do the right thing, even though that he kind of gave up on it. Whereas March, Ryan Gosling, we don't really hear much about his wife, who's not in this film, but we get the um, basically the idea that she died in a fire that was in his house because of a gas leak that he could not smell because he says
Oh,
he
why?
can't smell.
Oh, because he can't smell at all.
He can't smell. He says it was hit in the head too many times or something like that, and he can't smell.
That's what he says. So then the movie's trying to say that you don't know for sure, right?
Yeah, exactly. Maybe he's just saying that to find his excuse, right? But either
He's
way, you could tell that he carries that burden around with him a lot, which is the reason why a lot of both these two guys are just like, well, why should we care about life when it doesn't care about us? But they're good guys at heart, and they know that when push comes to shove, they're going to do the right thing, even though they kind of don't want to sometimes, but it's their character.
Ryan Gosling's character reminds me of somebody when they stab and kill somebody, they say sorry while they're doing it.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what I imagine would happen if I'm alleging that he killed his wife. You know, like sorry, sorry, sorry.
He
Just
didn't
seems
kill
like
his
that.
wife. It was obviously an accident that maybe
It's
he
you don't
blames
know.
himself for.
No, no, I was alluding to because the movie never came out and just said that. Oh, he wasn't acute. Come on.
What kind of a jump are you making? Did we watch the same movie? Jordan, you
I'm
really
saying I'm
assume
trying to have content, and I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you that the movie doesn't. He says that he doesn't have a sense of smell, and his wife died in a fire. Right?
this
Is
is
that not what you
this is
said?
Sideshow Bob and Selma all over again.
I'm just saying. Is that not what you said?
That's that yeah.
And I'm saying maybe he was lying. He seems kind of slimy enough to where he would snap one day and say, sorry, 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 as he's pulling the gas thing, lighting a match and running out the house. I'm just saying it could have happened.
Yeah, no, that is probably backed up by the fact that he kills no one else in this movie
That's why I'm saying what I'm saying.
and lets
Anyway,
his daughter live too. Yeah.
because he loves her. Haven't you seen that one movie where the guy kills his wife to be with his dog? I'm
You know the
sorry,
movie with the guy?
that was an Eminem song from '99.
Oh, buddy.
Bonnie and Clyde. Hey, tell me that's not funny though. I'm sorry. I thought of that. I'm truly no jokes. I actually did think of that.
Buddy,
When I was like, wait a minute.
I think you could start doing parkour for how big these jumps you're doing are.
Well, I mean, maybe. I'm just saying.
So, there's a reason for everything.
There's a reason for everything. Keeping it cash.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Where do we leave off?
So we so we left off with them being perfect buddies, and we find out who they are as men.
Is that where it was?
That's what you were saying. You were saying how they were cool with each other, but they both are on the same path together. Right?
Yeah, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Holly gets kidnapped or tries to almost get kidnapped, right?
Right.
There's a chase scene that ensues. Car accident happens. Uh, Blueface ultimately dies by the hands of Healy, who chokes him out, right? Holly, for some reason, even though that she almost was killed by this guy, says we shouldn't kill him, or which is good on her.
Because she has the heart of gold. She's innocent.
Yeah, probably because she witnessed her dad kill her mom, right?
No, she didn't know she was at soccer practice.
Oh yes, okay. The story is coming together now, Jordan.
It sounds obvious. I'm just saying. He just seems like a screw up. I'm saying that they got into a fight. He did something stupid. He tied her to a chair, said sorry, sorry. I'm just saying.
They Blueface before he dies says that John Boy's coming for you.
Yeah.
The police come, they get arrested, kind of a thing. They get out through his lawyer, through March's lawyer. Hey, this is a favor, no problem, get out of here. And this is where they get to meet Kim Basinger, who is the high-ranking official in the Justice Department. She gives them the 411 on Amelia and hires them, uh, gives them money, and then tells them where Amelia is going to be. in an airport hotel,
Okay.
which they kind of have to find, right?
Right.
Unbeknownst to them, when they go to the airport hotel, they find that John Boy has already beaten them there. They have this thing where they're looking for Amelia, and I think they pieced together afterwards that they were sent there to be killed.
Right. To beat the bodies. Right. Right.
Yeah, exactly. So they're at the lobby bar. They're asking the bartender some questions. They go up to the penthouse just in time to see the hired muscle get killed. And they're just like, well, go back in the elevator, go back to the ground level, and get in the car and leave.
None
Uh,
the wiser.
yeah, exactly. But then there's a part where they stop. Where he's like, no, wait, we gotta be the good guys. We gotta go back. And while they're doing their banter back and forth, Amelia just falls on their car.
Out of the third story window.
She's using the fire escape. Yeah.
Yes, I know.
So yeah, they're able to get her. They're able to go to the house, back to March's house, and
Shame.
yeah, and then as they're from there, March calls Kim Basinger and says, "Hey, we got everything. Where do we go from here?" They are set up on a rabbit chase. That's a fake rabbit chase. They're given a briefcase with $100,000 in it to go meet to drop off the ransom. And that really was just an excuse to get them out of the house so that John Boy, Matthew Bomer, could go to the house and kill everybody.
Dun dun dun. The way that rhymed. Never mind.
They figure it out before, though, that happens because Ryan Gosling falls asleep at the wheel and he gets into an accident. The briefcase, which they thought was full of money, goes everywhere and they realize it's just slips. So like, oh,
Yeah.
well, why? They piece it together, go back to the house. Shootout ensues, bang, bang, bang. Amelia leaves because she's like, I'm not staying here. And so she leaves. Shootout, shootout, guns, guns, bang, bang. Police start coming. So John Boy, the assassin, he leaves. And a stroke of luck, point for John Boy. As he's leaving, he runs into Amelia, who is just like, please give me a ride to get out of here. And he goes, oh, well, convenient for me. And then just, boom, shoots her right in the street.
Right. Falls right in his lap. Kills her.
Yep, it is perfect. So
That's a good thing, right? Because how many times do villains not kill the person they're
hey,
supposed to
you
kill?
don't score one from him.
Yeah, he was smart.
So a very down day for these two. They feel like they lost. They feel like there's nothing that they can do.
Mhm.
But then this is where they realize there is another film because they tell Miss Glenn that hey, it is a film out there. They pieced all that together and they realize that it's going to be presented at the auto show, and they know the projectionist Chet, who was
The
introduced
porno
earlier.
is good. The porno is good.
Yes, the porno is going to be it's spliced into a auto reel of a new line of cars.
Right.
Yeah.
Because subliminal messaging.
Well, it got everyone's attention. That's for sure.
Yeah, like the cigarette burn in Fight Club.
Exactly, except with more boobs.
Yes.
Yes, yeah. Hey, listen, you're at a boring car show, and you're drinking, and all of a sudden, you look around and you see some action. Like, well, let's see what this is all about. Is this a new car? Like, it's not my fault that they
Sure.
present this. I'm just looking.
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to see what
Yeah.
they have going here.
Yeah. Yeah. If
The
I go
movie is
to a
called
car
"How's
show,
My Car, Big Boy." Okay, so obviously it's auto show related.
If I go to an auto show, I'll be like Beetlejuice in the first movie with the whorehouse. Hey.
That's your kind of auto show, bud.
Yeah. I feel. Anyway,
Hey, everything's fast moving.
everything's fast moving, fast and furious, if you will.
Yeah.
How's the movie end, Eric?
Big shootout at the end. Bad guys are all there. Good guys are all there. Grenades are involved. Shooting this, shooting that. No, don't do it. I'm not gonna let you do it. And ultimately, the good guys get the film, and the bad guys go to jail. or at least the ones that are there. But we find out later on that even though the film was recovered and the information was released to the public, that no one's really going to get any sort of penalty for this. Kim Basinger is the Justice Department. She may resign and go to jail. It's not really shown there. It's just more of alluded to. But she says in her ending monologue that just like, listen, you think that this is going to stop? I'm going to leave and someone else is going to take my place, and this is just going to keep on going, kind of a thing. So
Right.
good for you guys for cracking the case. You did it accidentally, but you just set us back maybe a few more years. It's still going to happen. And the movie ends with them going into a Christmas. There's Christmas trees. Shane Black movie, got to have a Christmas.
Mhm.
In some sort of Mexican restaurant where Healy is drinking again because screw it. And Marge comes in and shows their new ad of them being buddy cops together. Me and you, bud, fighting the world, doing it for hire,
You're the best
doing the good.
around. Nothing's gonna ever keep you down.
Yeah, I'm obviously wrapping up the ending, but it's the same as any other. It actually gave me the kind of Rush Hour vibes at the end.
Oh, Rush Hour. Yeah. Yeah. So now the sequel needs to take place in the 80s.
You'd hope so. I don't think they're going to do a sequel to this one. Doesn't seem like there's any word to have that happen.
Well, why not? I mean, Gladiator 2 is happening.
Well, maybe in the future it'll happen, but if as for right now, there is Shane Black is busy doing other movies. Like I said, Lethal Weapon 5, Doc Savage, and Play Dirty. Is Play Dirty a thing? Mm, he's directing that one.
Oh, could be a new one.
Mark Wahlberg, Dermot
Mark.
Mulroney. Oh man, I'm in it. Thomas Jane, dude. Oh, Tony Shalhoub. Okay, I'm in it now. This movie's got a lot of
Punisher
people in here.
himself. Oh
Keegan
my
Michael
lord.
Key, Lakeith
Oh,
Stanfield. This is an action-packed, or this is a star-studded affair here.
see? Shane Black.
Yeah, well,
Fair.
that's not a sequel though.
Yeah. You're gonna disagree. Because of my circumstance, I had a week, and I gotta go back. I just haven't had time. Not a great review on my. I'm sorry, I dropped the ball. But
The guy
for
just
what's
reviewed the movie for you, bud.
that's all right. Well, I dropped the ball. I never do. Medium.
Okay.
Just a solid medium. It's a movie that if I'm skimming through YouTube and I see the scenes that I know and for familiarize with myself, I will watch those scenes. I think Gosling is very funny. I think he's a goofball, and I think he's a sinister killer that's on the loose. Boom. Russell Crowe. I've always liked Russell Crowe. I know you don't like A Beautiful Mind, but I did. I like him, and I like him in this movie. But yeah, overall, a medium bag. Can't complain at all. I'll go back, but it didn't bring anything to issue at a large for me. So, what is your popcorn rating, Eric, for these
Uh,
guys?
I simply give this a large only because of the two characters. I understand and I agree with you that the story is nothing special, and that the some parts it is kind of complicating itself when it doesn't need to be, but it's still pretty straightforward as far as that. It's not anything that's original. Again,
Mhm.
we've seen it before, especially the buddy cop thing. But just these two back and forth, I compared to what their other roles, some people think that Ryan Gosling shines a little bit more in something that's more serious, like in like Driver, right, or Between the Two Pines, kind of these movies where he's dramatic and serious with the puppy dog look on his face, or just like, or maybe The Notebook, right, kind of
Right.
something like that. But I like him as when he's a bit more of a playful character, like in this, or like the I've been watching The Fall Guy recently, and like
Mhm.
that, versus something like La La Land or Blade Runner,
Mhm.
where he tends to play more of the serious kind of action guy type of thing. The Big Short, where he's the fast talking kind of keep it up kind of guy. I like that. I think that he was more born to play those roles than he was in the other ones, and I think this is more in his. He shines more in these roles. Same with Russell Crowe. I think Russell Crowe is great as this type of guy who doesn't take himself too seriously, who knows that he's flawed, versus something like what else do we see? We saw the Exorcism earlier this year, right? Or the Pope's
Yeah.
Exorcist?
Yep. No, we saw Pope Exorcist. Yeah, last year.
Yeah. So something like that, versus like you said before, like a Beautiful Mind, or kind of other serious movies like that. Is he good at them? Yeah, sure. But I feel that when he takes himself seriously, you get something like Les Miserables, and nobody wants to see Russell Crowe try to sing in Les Miserables. That's not what you're doing there, Russell Crowe. I want to see you have fun, like playing Zeus in Thor: Love and Thunder. That was fun. I think you're past this part where you don't need to take yourself seriously. Have some fun, and I think he did a good job in this. He fit this role naturally. Both these guys did, and that's why I enjoyed this movie. Everyone else around, I think, knew what kind of movie that they were in, and it seemed like everyone was having fun on camera. So that's why I give this a large. I I would love to see a sequel of this. I don't think it's ever going to happen, but who knows? Maybe we will. They're bringing back Lethal Weapon, so why not this? I
Shane Black is known to have good sets.
Yeah, I really would like to of any there's a few movies that I think are deserving of a sequel. I think this would be one.
Yeah. I like to see it. I have no complaints about it. Like I would like to see a sequel of that. But yes, Shane Black has awesome sets, but we have an awesome podcast. Do you like that one?
Yeah, large back for that one.
Thank you. Thank you. And thank you for downloading. Jordan dropped the ball on this one. I'll apologize next episode 1,000 times over. But next time we come back for the Buddy Retrospective, it will be our Buddy Retrospective wrap up. Can you believe that?
Will we wrap up all the?
Yep, the wrap up.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. Anyway, everybody, thank you so much for downloading us. Check us out, movieguyspodcast.podbean.com or wherever you get your podcast from. Eric, thank you much for joining me. And we'll be back next Thursday on an awesome episode. Good night. This is an NFL game. You ready?
Go ahead.
No cheating. I think I'll trust. I think I'll trust you enough. I got an NFL question.
Go ahead. Shoot. I'm
Okay.
a fan.
Name the 3 NFL logos that look at you.
That look at me.
Yep. 3 NFL logos, 2 NFC, 1 AFC. You can have unlimited guesses.
What do you mean by like
The
the
logo.
Buccaneers?
Buccaneers is one of them, right? Because the logo is looking at you.
Okay.
Buccaneers is one of them.
Okay. Let's see who else. The Texans.
No, not the Texans.
Okay, it's kind of like a quarter turn, huh?
Yep.
Okay. Looking at me, huh? Oh, the Raiders.
Yes, the Raiders. Correct. Yeah, one more NFC.
NFC.
NFC. Yep.
The Bears.
Correct. The Bears. Yep.
Nice.
Isn't that a fun little game?
Yeah, that's a good because it's like, like I said Texans because it's like, is it looking at like it's no, but those quarter turns, those half kind of looking. That's a fun one. I like those NFL trivia logo games.